Okay, so I had I had a question about how, like, the rally joiners and what that looks like and who counts and things of that nature. And I think in one of the videos I've done, there's information about it, but it's buried inside probably like an attack video, like a video on attack or something. So it would be hard to find. So you're looking at your rally, you have the team, you have the number that is in your rally, you have the number that you can have in your rally. If you click the little people with the magnifying glass on top, it gives you the breakdown of the troop type ratio. So if you want your rally to be 48-4-48, you can double check and make sure that it is 48-4-48. That also helps when you're garrisoned somewhere, because as you garrison, a lot of times you'll end up with a lot of infantry and hardly any lancers and marksmen. Then you can click the little yellow flag and you can see that it gives you the breakdown of my bonuses, my skills, and then it tells you everybody whose skills. So the first 4 max skills, level 5 skills, joiners are gonna be counted. So Jasser, and then those 3 are Jesse. So if we come here, we can see it's Jesse, 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 Jasser. But what would happen is if one of these were at level 4 skills, then Hector, he's the next person in the list, and Hector would replace that Jesse or Jasser because he's level 5 skills, and so he's a higher skill level. And that's why it's just important you pay attention to who's joining your rallies and who's the joiners that are counting on your rally. And then having all Jessies isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you wouldn't necessarily want all Seiyun unless you're doing like an experiment, because Seiyun's skill increases troops' attack, but she doesn't directly impact the damage, right? So the increasing the troops' attack will increase damage, but part of it is contingent on, there's a lot of factors that go into that, and it's not necessarily going to be increasing attack by 25% increases the damage by 25%. And then if you look at Jesse, Jesse increases damage dealt by 25%, but she doesn't increase attack. And then Jasser is even a little different from those two, because he, I guess he is the same as Reyna. Let's look at Reyna. Reyna is the other hero, joiner hero we allow, and she increases normal attack damage by 30%. So you look at Reyna at 30% for all normal attack, and then you look at Seiyun and it's increasing all troop attacks by 25%, and then you have to say, like, okay, what's the difference between a normal attack and all troop attack, right? Because there are nuances to how their skills work. So it's not wrong to have all Seiyuns, but you might be better served if you have a mix of these heroes in your rallies. So when I do a castle battle, I use I want my first 4 maxed heroes to be, in no particular order, Nora, Jesse, Seyun, and Patrick. Patrick helps with health, and in castle or turrets or whatever, they fight back. So increasing our health is important. Nora helps increase infantry and marksman attack and decreases damage. So she's good for attack, especially if you use 48-4-48 or 50-0-50 or 49-49 as your ratio, because you have a lot of infantry and marksmen. And then, of course, Jesse and Seyun are increase attack and damage. So I hope that was helpful.